I was attracted to the entrepreneurial nature of the program. So we have just adjusted our stage 5 elective model here. And so we're looking to offer deep learning opportunities for our students so that they would be more authentic. So this really spoke to me because of the project-based nature. Yeah, I think it was easy to teach because it's so well resourced. You obviously provide, I guess, a lesson sort of or a program outline of how you would do it. I sort of think that elements of it, I was really tailoring to my students because sometimes I found perhaps it was aimed a little bit high, and so that it wouldn't always be suitable. So I would be adapting. Some resources I could use straight, but a number of resources I might adapt and bring them down to be age appropriate, because we were dealing with, last year I was dealing with year 9. I'm running the program again with my year 10 class. They're a little bit older, but they're quite a range of abilities in that class as well. So I am needing to differentiate the resources. But what I like is you've got the base there, and often I might put that up as a resource, but I might just take elements from the resource. So basically, with this semester-long elective, we had one assessment task that the students needed to work on. And so I basically worked through the 8 modules, and I made the pitch, or the Shark Tank pitch, the assessment task. So the only challenges with that is that comes very late in the piece, so just trying to cover sufficient, and do enough interactive stuff with the students to get to that point in the time frame to match our school assessment and reporting, obviously. I got them to create a portfolio, and that was sort of through using a slides presentation or the like. They used a range of different things. I had students using Google Slides, then they might use Picture Chart, or so a range of different sort of software platforms to show their process. And so that was good, because that sort of helped to integrate the technology and things like that in as well. And even some online, websites, and that they were using websites, so they were developing websites as well, as often as part of that. So that was really handy. We also, I really liked the links that you gave us, because they were the links from like the real world. So like when it came to creating business names and that type of stuff, being able to go onto those links and use these, exciting sort of like tools that would make you these most amazing business cards or things like that. So I've been teaching business studies in this school for like 20 years, and we teach marketing and we do business plans with kids, and I'd never seen some of the links that you'd sort of provided. So they were ones that were fresh to me as well. So I really appreciated just having, access to a whole new stream of, I guess, contemporary, because we knew you were working with MIE, and they look at startups and work with startups. So I really valued the fact that being able to say to the kids, this is what people starting businesses today, this is what they're using. And, and I was sort of, really excited by quite a number of those tools and that you exposed us to. Students and staff, for staff, obviously, because of the resource base that is there, and letting them start to, I guess, dabble in the water around entrepreneurial education. As someone who's been teaching that commercial area of education for 20+ years, it's getting that, practical type of, exposure is what the kids, I think, really need these days. And so I've been finding historically students are setting up businesses after they leave school, because we're not equipping them with the skill set to be able to do it while still at school. So I think that is something that for staff, it makes it a lot more, exciting to deliver, because they recognise the potential here that some of these students can actually get businesses off the ground while still at school, which to me is fabulous. And then for students, obviously, it's a lot more engaging, because I guess the fact it's got that application to real world so much more, that it's so clearer, like this is real world, and you can relate it back. So obviously, and it does allow for more hands-on, practical sort of based activities. So in that way, it's not, it's taking it away from that theory to actually the application, which is, where we've been wanting to move with our electives.